Hi, this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. It has been a while since my last tutorial. I was working on a new design. Finally, I have finished all my new design. We are going to launch 12 stamp and die combo set by the end of August. The pre-order is available online now. Make sure you check it out. We are offer awesome deal. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this card. We don't even need a glue to be able to make this card. It probably take me 5 minutes. Probably lasting 5 minutes. Is really easy, and then we're going to use our stamp, new stamp and die to be able to do that. And in this tutorial, by the end of the tutorial, I am going to show you preview just for you, the preview of our new 12 sets stamps and die set. They are coming by the end of September, and they are not available online yet, so you can take a peek of our new design. So we already testing all our prototype. Everything is good. The order has been placed and they are on the way. So we have 12 set of the stamp set and combo set. This is our A set. They come with 6 awesome birds with a flower. The die cut is really detailed. So this is our A set. The stamp and die come together. We are selling as a combo set. You can get all 6 of them only for the price of 4. And this is our B set. We have some nice little froggy, flowers, goldfish. So this is our B set, and also they come with a stamp and die combos. They're only $24.99 for the stamp set, stamp and the combo, and it's a big stamp this time. The size of this stamp is a 3.75 by 3.25 inches. So you can just make one card with one stamp, and in this card I didn't even use glue, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So fast and easy, and absolutely no skill required. Okay, it's always hard to see the black and white image. They are not really attractive. So I have tried with markers, and that looks like this. And I laminated so you can use as a book marker. See how awesome it is. It's very easy, and then we're going to use our markers to color the stamp. The result is fantastic. So this is the one that I didn't use the die cut, and then this time our die cut is really detailed. It's hard to see. I post online, but it's hard to see how detailed it is. So I'm just going to show you a quick preview what it looks like. And I did some special design. It's called the kiss cut. So that gives you option if you want to cut it out, or if you want to want your die stick on your cardstock, so they will attach the cardstock. Okay, so just quickly, this is one of my favorite set with 3 little goldfish, and then they are all shadow stamp. So we are going to use the Local King Awesome markers to color those stamp, and then you won't believe me how easy and fast. And this is a little froggy, and you see our die cut is really detailed. Look at these little hands. Okay, the little birdie and some butterflies. Okay, have you visited Local King Rubber Stamps online DVD library? If you haven't visited my online DVD library, you got to check it out. I have more than 65 different tutorials. They are available to view online. All the tutorials, they are under 20 minutes. They give you a great idea how to use the stamp, how to use the die cut, how to use the markers. So this is our awesome markers. Remember, those are just great quality water-based markers. They are not the magic marker. To be able to use that to make a card, something like that, the stamp really deserves the credit. It's all about the design that create this awesome effect. And go to our website, check our online DVD library, find all more information. What's different between Local King's rubber stamp and the regular stamp? They do make a difference. So this is our 24 marker set. They are actually on sale for only $19.99. Check our show schedule. The marker is only $20, but they cost us $16 to ship one box marker from Canada. We have 32 shows a year. Make sure you come to the show. At the show, we offer great show special, and you don't have to pay the shipping. We also have a 60 marker set. Do you really need it? You don't, but you like to have it, right? So if you haven't tried all markers before, just get a small set of marker. They come with all the color you need. Those markers, they are awesome. They will last at least 4 or 5 years. You can use it as marker. You can color directly on the stamp. You can use it as a watercolor, and you can blend them. They dry slow on the rubber and they dry fast on the paper. So I'm going to show you how to use those markers to do the blending job. Okay, if you have been follow up with the Local King like or tutorial or on Facebook, you probably find out every tutorial I always share a lot of a great idea. Today we are going to I prepared 2 matte cardstock. If you're looking for good matte cardstock, you can go to Marco's Paper. The glossy paper has been discontinued, and so far we're still looking for the replacement. You can find this glossy paper from our website, but if you want to stamp on the glossy paper, you got to make sure the glossy paper you bought, they will take the water-based ink. Not all the glossy paper will work with water-based markers. They are not photo paper. They do look like it, but they are totally different. So if you are looking for the glossy paper, go to marcospaper.com and use a search window, type Local King. There are 2 kinds of paper that I'm using. One is matte cardstock. They are coated. The other one is a digital glossy. They are not as glossy, shining compared with the paper that I do. So we are going to I'm going to show you how to color this one. When I'm doing the tutorial, I like to keep it very simple because I want to make sure that my customer, my viewer, they are able to do it. So sometimes when we go to the trade show, people always say, you can do it. When we go home, our stuff is not going to turn out like that. If you use my stamp, follow the instruction, I guarantee you yours and mine, they are going to look the same. When we're doing the show, I'm trying to sell this stamp. I'm trying to show you how good I am, right? So it got to work. So just follow the instruction and check our website. We have a lot of nice tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you few tips. Maybe I already mentioned in my previous tutorial, just for the new viewer. First, when you buy the new rubber stamp, this is what you are going to do, especially with the shadow stamp. You can use a stamp block, just kind of sanding the surface like that. Only the first time you are using the stamp, it's kind of helping they take the ink much better. And if you don't have a stamp block, you can use an eraser. This eraser just buy from the dollar store. You can just use the eraser, erase the surface just the first time, and then it will work much better. Okay, I am going to promise myself, I'm not going to say that's very annoying. We're going to start to color with the markers, and the first one I'm going to show you, just do it very quickly. You don't have to working on the detail. And for the second one, I'm going to show you, you can use these marker to blending. They are awesome, and I show you how you can abuse these marker. They work better and better. So the marker, this kind of marker coloring technique, unfortunately, they don't really work well with a clear stamp. It's not the marker's fault. It's a clear stamp. They are not the design to use marker. So when you color the clear stamp, they don't really take ink well. So make sure you use a rubber stamp, and make sure you use a shadow stamp. If you only have just a regular outline stamp, you won't get this kind of awesome result. So this is a little birdie standing on the bamboo, and bamboo is green, so you can use the orange or red color for your little birdie. Try to make a color different so they won't blend in together. So I am going to use a yellow one. So always choose 2-3 different color. light, medium, dark, and a little bit black. Okay, so this is the full color I am going to use. Okay. You always start with a lighter color first. That's your foundation color. So you're going to color all your little birdie. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but I'll try to do my best to show you. So foundation color, you're going to just color with yellow. Okay, color everywhere, no gap. Second color, you just scribble a little bit color. Okay. In the this project, I am not going to work on detail. I just put the light, medium, dark, change the spot, try to hide your stroke, okay, and a little bit black on the eye, a little bit on the beak, some dotting on the body. You don't have to work fast. Take your time. So that's just bring it a little bit close. See, you can see the ink. They dry slow on the rubber, so you have 3 to 5 minutes to finish this project. Don't worry, you don't have to work fast. And then we are going to do the bamboo. So always 3-4 color, light, medium, dark, black. I use these brown and the black a lot. And those markers, like I said, they are awesome. Really heavy duty, and you can blending together. Sometimes if your lighter color, get a little bit darker color, you can just wipe off. I'm going to show you. So holding your marker 45 degrees and the ink will floating very smoothly. So foundation color, make sure you color everywhere, no gap. Okay, take a little bit time. Don't worry about the detail. If you get a little bit green on your little birdie, that's okay. It's a handmade card, right? So foundation color, no, I color most of my green. And then I'm going to do a little bit darker green, and see the way I color. I don't worry about the detail, okay? But try to hide your stroke a little bit, okay? So this project, I am not going to show you how to blending the color. So I just put a few different color on top, and I'm going to use the brown to color the frame here, okay? Okay, like these, like these. Okay, put a little bit brown on the feet, some dotting. Don't be afraid to use a dot. And do a little bit black again. So your job is just make sure you put the light, medium, dark on top. Okay, so I have this glossy paper. You can use a regular cardstock. This is a half size of the letter size. You can cut the vertical or horizontal, anything you like. And then there's one more tip for you. When you put a stamp on the acrylic block, I try to line out the edge of my stamp and the acrylic block. I try to level them together. And then when I stamp them, I'm going to use the acrylic block to guiding the place I'm going to stamp. So you can do the horizontal and you can do the vertical. Like I said, this card, we don't even need a tape to be able to make a final project. So remember, we are guiding with our acrylic block, not the stamp. So make sure you have equal space up and bottom, right and the left. Just visualize. A little bit off, it's okay. And then this is a big stamp, so you kind of have to really push a little bit harder. Make sure is nicely stamped, because this stamp, like I say, is a big stamp. They can make an A2 card with one image. Okay, so standing up, do your CPR stamping position. Just push. Okay, let's see what's look. Okay, that's what's look like. Can you imagine this? What's look like the way I'm coloring? Okay. Next, we are going to do the die cut. So I have my die cut here ready. This stamp is a rectangle. So, and then when I designed it, I try to go as close as I can. So you don't even need to make a guiding window anymore. If you have a stamp positioner, or if you don't have it, when you use my other stamp, you kind of have to create a guiding window or use a stamp positioner to help you to find the right place to place your die. But this die, because it's a rectangle, you don't really have to use a guiding window. So just try to do your best, visualize. They will be pretty much close to the image. Okay, like these, a little bit off the line, so what? So put on top, but you do need to use a the masking tape to secure your place before you run to the machine. We want to make sure your die cut don't move when you run to the machine. So I use a stamp positioner to, not stamp positioner, the masking tape, the reposition tape, tape both sides, and then I'm going to run to the machine. Make sure you open your card, don't fold it. If you do this way, you're going to cut this part too. So open your card and then run to the machine. The die is really detailed. Usually one run they will cut everything. It's totally depend on your machine. Sometimes you maybe have to shim 1 or 2 sheets card stock. Okay, before I remove my die cut, it's a good idea to take a look at the back of your card. Make sure all the cutting line is very clear before you remove your die cut. Okay, and then the second tip, when you want to remove your die cut, always try to peel off from the back. Okay, if you try to peel off on the front, try to remove your tape, those tape is not really strong. Sometimes they will stick on your project and they leave the glue on top. So I really hate that. So this way, look, isn't that awesome? And then see, it's not falling off from my A2 card. You know why? Because when I design my card, I leave a little space here. This is called the kiss cut. I did this by purpose because some people, they like to cut this one off, okay, and then make it like a 3D card. So the kiss cut, you just use the craft knife, okay. It's very easy, just cut the least part off. There's only 4 dots. Just cut the least 4 dots, and then it's going to look like this. Okay, so that's an option. If I design a completely color off, right, I don't have a least choice. So that's why, remember, it's not defect item when you buy the die. This is a special design just for you. Okay, isn't that awesome? It's almost there, but now I'm going to add a little bit background behind, or you can add the pattern paper. You don't have to do anything, and that is an awesome card already made. It probably take you 5 minutes, but always tell your friend take 2 hours. Okay, for the background, I always tell my viewer, use your impact, gently rub your background stamp. Don't tap. First of all, save you 5 calories, okay? It's easier. Just rub, and gently tap. So that's the best way to ink your stamp. I know it's really hard because this is a totally different way to ink your image and a different way to stamp. So when I want to do the background, because sometimes the table is not flat, this is the best way to do your background stamp. Instead of you stamp your stamp, you put your card on the top of your background stamp, and you just use your finger, rub your cardstock, and I guarantee you get an awesome image. Okay, and see, that's it. You can stamp some words, happy birthday, put some ribbon. That's beautiful handmade card. Graphic art too. Ta-da! is top secret. Look at the sloth. They are going to be like a corner. They all have a matching die. Now nobody wants to buy the stamp without die. So all the stamp, they come with a die. So they are going to have like a corner. Okay, the panda. So we have a 4 set. We have a sloth, panda, raccoon, okay, puppy. Okay, so that is a 4 set. And then this one, we're going to have a new kimono, and I really like this one. So this is the shadow stamp, this is the detail stamp, and then we have a flower here. So what are you going to do, because they all have a matching die, so it doesn't matter. You can use this stamp, colors marker, or impact a few different colors, decorate your kimono. And then after you finish, you just die cut it. It's going to look awesome. We have some new froggy with a snail, chameleon. And then we have a heads up number 2, the giraffe, ostrich, and the camel. We have some Chinese new fans, and this design, they are going to be like a swing. So this is the front, this is the back, and then we're going to make a swing car. So they are going to swing like that. Okay, so that's the other 4 set. We have one greenhouse, and we have some Christmas sunflower container. This is awesome. So when I design this die cut, we're gonna have some kiss cut. So you stamped it, and then this the window area, they're gonna have a kiss cut. So they're going to kind of part of fall back, and then we have a succulents. So you're going to use the succulents, and then you're going to decorate. The succulents, they have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 stamps. Okay, but don't panic. I am the lazy person too. So when I design, it's going to be one big stamp, and when I design the die cut, it's going to be one die. So you just color with some markers or impact, whatever. When you finish, you put die cut. Every cut, you get the 9 image. And then you use this image, you can decorate, arrange your pots, your container, your little greenhouse. So I think that's a good idea.